All right, welcome back. We're going to go from president of Nichols to chancellor at Fletcher Technical Community College, and Dr. Christine Strickland is with us. Good to see you. How are you faring?
We're doing okay. My family and I evacuated for a short period and had to further evacuate my mom, so she's up in Cleveland with my brother, but we're all well and doing all right.
Let me ask you this. We'll do a damage assessment before we get into the fact that you're now into hotel motel management at
Right.
Fletcher Technical College, but how did the campus do?
We did okay. You know, our infrastructure was sound, and so we still have all of our buildings, but we did have some substantial water and wind damage. So we have damage to every building on every campus. So we started the remediation process. As Dr. Clune mentioned, we are doing the same earlier this week, and we're making a lot of progress, but we recognize we're going to be out of our facilities for a number of weeks now.
Yeah. And not to mention, you were telling me you have a whole bunch of people staying at Fletcher. Tell us what's the makeup of who's staying at Fletcher right now?
Absolutely. We are fortunate and honored to host these two groups. So we have about 500, maybe a few more line workers from Entergy who are staying on our campus, as well as the Army National Guard. They have a little over, I think, 350 soldiers who are with us. So we are hosting them. They are living on our campus, and you'll see cots and tents everywhere across the campus, which it's nice to see those folks coming in to help us. We've also hosted some of the other emergency response groups, including some of the fuel trucks that have been providing fuel for our essential workers and our healthcare providers. So just honored that we can support our community in that way.
Yeah. Let's talk, and that's nice of y'all to do that because it's not in the job description, but we are glad to have those men and women down here working so hard to get us back on track. We can't give them enough thanks.
Yep.
Let's talk about the logistics of getting Fletcher back and getting the students back.
Absolutely. So 100% of our students are from the region, and we don't have residence halls. So that means that all of our students are living in their homes and are many substantially impacted. So our enrollment before the storm was around 2,000, and we estimate based on our addresses and our zip codes that about a third of our students are in some of the worst impacted areas, South Lafourche, South Terrebonne, East Homa. So we recognize that those students are going to have some challenges coming back. But we are moving forward. We will begin classes again September 20th. They will be all online. And we're going to do what is a rolling start. So we recognize that there are going to be some students who really just aren't ready yet. They will still be able to get back in class, complete the semester if they want to do that. We will allow them to go a little bit further, maybe past the end of the semester, maybe do some incompletes. But we are working really hard to get students back enrolled and give them even a little bit of sense of normalcy during these times. The other things that we've decided just this morning, since we are out of our facilities, is we're going to be seeking some partnerships in the community where we know there's power, because we're still without power at all of our campuses. But there's some power, maybe some air conditioning, and we'll set up some mobile labs. We'll provide hotspots, laptops for students, so they'll be able to go somewhere where it's air conditioned, they have power, they have access to the internet, they'll be able to work on their schoolwork. So hoping to keep everyone moving forward, and then eventually coming back in person with our courses.
You said rolling start. Now that's a new one to me, but it's appropriate. Rolling start,
Yeah.
I like. Let's talk about the Fletcher Emergency Recovery Fund.
Absolutely. So we have been, throughout COVID, actually, we started fundraising dollars for our students who were struggling in that pandemic situation, maybe because of job loss. And with Ida, we determined that those funds were going to be best utilized to help our students and our faculty and staff get back on their feet. So we've repurposed and we've moved those funds, and then we've continued to fundraise. So all of our students and faculty and staff who have had any type of negative consequence from the storm can apply. You can go onto our website and apply. And we're issuing grants, cash grants up to $500 for individuals who need that assistance. We'll be doing that on a regular basis. We also have an Amazon wish list, so individuals can go out and tell us the items that they need most. We're putting those out there to our community and around the nation. for individuals to go out and purchase those off of our Amazon wish list, and then we get those delivered into Baton Rouge. We have teams of our faculty and staff going up, picking up those items, bringing them back, and we'll be distributing those on campus.
Almost like a wedding registry. Huh?
Absolutely.
You just go in there and you help out. Just with about a minute 50 left on this segment, the governor's coming to town today. He's going to be touring, looking at everything. But it was bleak enough, but it's not all bleak, because you see progress, and we got to talk about the progress, and I know you're very optimistic about that.
Absolutely. I will say that every day I see good things happening. I see whether it's more power lines being removed or power being restored throughout our community, or even just folks coming out. We did a big food distribution day yesterday with the South Louisiana Veterans Organization. And so there are really some wonderful things happening, and our community is united. I think our focus here at Fletcher is, again, bringing back some normalcy to our community and helping out where we can. I've told my team we have 2 goals, and the first one is to help our community recover. And the second one is to help our students get back enrolled in school and pursuing their degrees so that they can continue to go out and get good jobs and make a living wage and help their families and help our community.
We appreciate you. We're glad to have you, lucky to have you on board, and you do a great job over there. And let's just keep it rolling, Doc. That's
Absolutely.
all we can do.
Let's do it.
All right. Dr. Christine Strickland with Fletcher. We'll take a break. We have a big lineup today. We got all kind of people we're going to have on. We've got a camera following the governor around here in the southern part of Terrebonne Parish. We're going to have all that later on. We'll be right back.